What's up, guys, and welcome to the Conference Championship weekend, where we end up taking on the 11-6 Buffalo Bills at home in the AFC Championship game. Now, this is going to be a difficult game because, of course, they do have the cover athlete Josh Allen. They also have a phenomenal team aside from him. And also the fact that this is kind of a rematch of last postseason, where we ended up getting knocked out by Buffalo in the wildcard weekend. So again, not only are we trying to get into the Super Bowl this week, but we're also trying to get a little bit of revenge for last season. And I think we're going to be pretty primed to do it because, again, despite the fact that, this Bills team is still pretty good, they have a lot of really great players on it, it's not anything different than what we saw last season. And if anything, maybe a little bit of regression. I mean, Josh Allen still had a great season, 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. But James Cook, only 801 yards with 4 touchdowns. Josh Allen got out for a couple scrambles himself for 7 touchdowns. And Courtney Wiggins, their rookie, ended up getting 12, although he only averaged 3.4 per carry. So, again, as long as we, defend the pass, I really have a lot of faith in our run defense to be able to stop them. Now, unfortunately, they did have 2 1,000-yard receivers in Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. So, our, young secondary is going to have a little bit of a challenge here trying to kind of guard them, especially since they have Khalil Shakir as their third receiver as well, and he almost had 1,000 yards. Yeah, it's going to be a little tough. Of course, Dalton Kincaid's going to be their tight end, and so we're going to have to keep an eye on him, especially since we're going to have one of our linebackers, who is formerly a defensive lineman, probably guarding him if we go man-to-man. So, again, we're going to have to really be careful with our secondary. But again, that's probably why we're going to end up defending either the medium or the deep pass this game. Now, their defense is a little scary. I mean, my goodness, Greg Rousseau, 20 TFLs and 13 sacks. We're going to have a big issue here, I think. Of course, they had Ed Oliver with 17 TFLs, Jonathan Wilbur with 16, their rookie, that's insane. Joseph Osai with 10. So having 4 guys with double-digit TFLs, including Rousseau, who has 20, pretty tough, especially considering the fact that Mayberry hasn't really been 100% this entire postseason. So we're really going to have to rely on Sweat, but, I think he has the strength to be able to kind of run through a couple of these guys. Now, they do have a couple other guys who have a handful of sacks as well, but really, Greg Rousseau is going to be the one that we have to worry about on our offensive line. Now, in terms of interceptions, they have 4 guys who have interceptions, but unfortunately, they all have multiple ones, including CJ Mosley and Tre'Davious White with 4 apiece. And of course, a couple of fumbles too, but I think that we have the secure hands, with the exception of probably Frank if he has to scramble out, to be able to hold on to the ball and kind of make that a non-factor. So again, with all of that in mind, we are not going to be defending the outside run. I think we're going to defend the deep pass to kind of start with. I feel like that's where we can really be burnt the most. So let's make sure that we defend that. And as always, make sure that they don't get behind us. And of course, we're always going to run to the outside because I feel like that is always our best game plan. But as I said so many times before, if we have to change that up at halftime, so be it. We'll figure it out. Either way, this is an extremely important week because obviously if we lose, we go home. If we win, we go to the Super Bowl. We are at home. We are 5 overall higher than them. But again, we really need revenge on last postseason. So let's go out there and pave our way to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to be honest, man. After this postseason, I'm really going to miss this series. But again, even more reason to go out there and make sure that we end with the Super Bowl. So let's see what kind of day this is going to be, huh? It's always very telling on the first play. Hey, oh no. Come on, get him down still. Wow, I can't believe he ended up catching that. Ran back about 5 yards and then went ahead another 7. But that's what we're going to have to deal with today. Either way, let's try to get into the backfield. Ooh, delayed handoff. Come on, we got to take him down. Thankfully, he was just kind of sitting duck there for a little bit and he picks up 3. But unfortunately, that does leave us with a 3rd and inches. We need to disrupt this really badly. And thankfully, that was just a really bad pass. He threw into about 6 guys. 3 on each team, and that is incomplete. And thankfully, that is a very quick stop. Let's go, and now we got a chance to go to work on offense. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why he kind of stopped running, but that is going to be a no gain and not the way that we wanted to start. But let's give that one another shot, huh? Again, running to the outside is always our best work, but it does not prove to be correct here. 3rd and 12 now. And honestly, Mayberry just looks sluggish out there, but man, those blocks are nuts. My goodness. Did you guys see those 2 guys just absolutely get flattened? First down. Oh, sorry. That just makes me so happy to see. You know what I mean? So let's go. We do a little quick RPO, and we get it out there for a gain of 4 over to Gabriel. Good to see him getting included. As you guys can tell, Sweat has been the one who is now checked into the game, which honestly is good because, again, I felt that Mayberry was a little sluggish, but maybe not. Maybe we're just not going to do well against them in terms of rushing. So really important 3rd and 6 right here. We don't want to get taken off the field. And there we go. That is a great catch by Gary to be able to pick up the first down. Thankfully, we're past midfield now. So let's make sure that we keep getting some more yards because, my goodness, man, I think once we get that little bit of momentum, I don't think that there's going to be a way for them to stop us. Well, at least offensively. Obviously, we've seen our defense collapse before. But offensively, we just need to keep it up because we have not just the strength, but... Ooh, spin move. And thankfully, he gets tackled in. And it's kind of a sluggish spin move right there, but still gets tackled in. Sweat picks up the first score of the AFC Championship. And we are now on top. So first score in an AFC Championship in franchise history goes to Montez Sweat. And honestly, based on how he's done the last couple seasons, dude definitely deserves to be the one to do that. So let's see if we can turn up the heat here a little bit. If we can get them to another 3 and out, my goodness, man, we're gonna be good. That is not going to be a 3 and out because that is a first down right there, and that's rough. One of our best defenders, especially in the secondary, goes out with a little bit of an injury, but Houston will be back here in just a little bit. But until then, we're going to have to find someone to really kind of replace him for the time being. Well, that was not the way to do it, and Chancellor just gets burnt by Davis. Maybe that means we need to go into a zone for the time being. I don't know. Let's see if that ends up working here. Oh, that is a run up the middle. My goodness, how do we not stop him? Someone take him down. Cook gets another big gain, 3 for 41 already. And now I'm eating my words about their whole, as long as we contain them from a passing standpoint, we're going to be fine because, yeah, our run defense just ain't doing it today. Man, and neither is our pass defense either. They're down to the 1. Now it's time for the defense to overpower their offense. We need to get in there and make a stop. Thank you very much for the bad throw. Josh Allen with 2 of them this game. We haven't been able to stop him. The only one who's been able to stop him is himself. So let's see if we can keep that up. I feel like they might have to run on this one, though. That or they just go play action. I don't know. Got to be something. Or neither. They just go for the short pass in general. And, of course, Stephon Diggs is going to hold on to that. Time to go back to work and try to get back on top here. I think we can do it. Look. Oh, what a block by Gabriel. Another big spin move. Very sluggish yet again, but we get up to the 46 on one play. Let's see, 1st and 10. Hopefully it's going to be the last play of the quarter. Oh, no. Yes, there we go, Foot. Nice work, man. I did not quite see that guy go over and try to take that zone away, but thankfully Foot gets out there. He's on the ground for a little bit too long, but he ends up picking up 7. And thankfully that will bring it to the end of the first quarter where it's a tie game. But hey, we got the ball. We're at about midfield. Let's see if we can score one more time. Or, well, truly, hopefully more than one time. You know what I mean? We got 8 minutes left in the half. We should be able to get the ball back at least one more time. And there we go. We pick up the first down. That's all we needed. So we're working it pretty close to the red zone. That's always great to see. It's not great to see us only getting stopped for 4 yards, but Ed Oliver is going out with an injury. And he is going to not return to the game. That is a pretty big loss for them, so let's make sure we take advantage of that. And what better way than running to the outside yet again? There we go. Great ceiling block, but just can't get around him, unfortunately. And now it is a 3rd and 5. So we don't need a ton of yards. We just need to pick up a first down here. And I think we can do that on the out with Gabriel if we would have been a little more accurate. Now, we're on the 35, and it's 4th and 5, but I think 52 is way too far for a kicker. So, hate to say it, we're going to go with that same play, and we're just going to make sure that we actually pick this one up. Gabriel has the hands, but if the safety doesn't go over top to Gary, maybe we can actually hit him too. But nope, there we go. Every single time, man. Especially if they drop back into zone, that's going to be open. And again, the way that our kicker's been all year, no way he would have been able to hit from 52, especially without any wind. Ooh, nice little juke, but doesn't quite get past him, but still picks up a positive gain. As long as we get closer and closer to the first down marker, I will be pretty happy with what we're doing. I can't believe you got caught up on your blocker. And now it's going to be a 3rd and short. This is one now where if we don't end up picking this up, we definitely are going to take our points and get the field goal. But let's see what we can do here. Look who's open in the end zone, baby. That is Nathan Gabriel yet again, our MVP in our wide receiver room. And there we go. his, third touchdown of the postseason and his first of the game, baby. And we go back up, hopefully, 14-7. I'm surprised, but not surprised at the same time. He's been a great receiver for us, and just really been the fact that Frank has been the big question mark at the quarterback position. But thankfully, he seems to be getting a little more comfortable, and that brings us a lead. So, time for the defense to go back to work here, and let's see if we can produce a stop. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's just a drop. I feel bad for Josh Allen on that one. He's had 2 misfires, but that one's just on his receiver. And that's a big gift for us too, because if not, that would have been a big first down. So come on, secondary. Let's go. Great tackle right there. That is going to be a sack for Bosa. And can you believe it? Our defense is showing up. So let's go. 3rd and long. We need to find a way to stop them. And we don't. First down to the 41. Nice work, guys. I mean, what do you expect when you don't get any pressure, though, right? You know what I mean? So come on. We need to get through. Guys, we need to stick with them a little better. But then again, like I mentioned before the game, man, they got a lot of really talented receivers. I mean, keeping up with Diggs, Davis, like all of them, it's a little tough, but good luck picking up Myles Garrett on that one. You get taken down for a sack and a loss of 9. So let's go. Another 2nd and very long. This time, let's see if we can stop him. Let's hit the pick. Sims, baby, let's go. Get a pretty big gain on that, too. That is a great interception. He's already got 5 tackles today, too. And that big pick. And now we got a chance to go up 2 scores. And it's not like we have to really rush here, either. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We have all our timeouts. We got the 2-minute warning. And we don't want them to score. Someone get the ball. That sucks. Can we review that? Can we see if he was on the ground or not? Thank you. Now let's see what ended up happening. Yeah, it looks like his ass is on the ground. Are you kidding me? No, he's got the ball. He's down. Ball's out then. Perfect. Yeah, we should retain possession. Trying to dick us out of a possession. Get out of here now. Come on. 2nd and 8. Let's get up there. Not great. 3rd and 6, we're going to have to pass. But we're not going to do that until after the 2-minute warning. We're going to go for a run play on this one. Main reason being that if we get close to the first down marker, we're going to have to go for it on 4th. If not, we might have to punt and pin them back. Either way, let's figure out if this is going to work here. Great blocks. And that is a first down. Let's go, Sweat. You tough son of a bitch. Again, no real big rush here. I mean, what are we going to do? We want to give him the ball back? Hell no. I don't think so. He just spun into the tackles. And yeah, it's only a gain of 7, but we'll take that. You can tell Sweat's starting to get a little bit tired, though. But it's okay. He is an absolute workhorse. No! Yes! Thank you for lofting that up high enough. Frank Forbes from last season and earlier this season would have thrown a pick right there. But thankfully, he threw that little bit of loft, and that was just enough to be able to get foot on the 1-yard line. Look at that just roll out right there. Just that little bit of arc is going to do it every single time. Just like I feel like this defense is going to stop the run every single time. But we got 3 timeouts. We got 3 plays to work it in. Let's do that. Can we do it? Boom! Meet him head on, baby. He didn't need 3 downs. All he needed was 1. That's going to be a touchdown for Montez Sweat. We go up 2 possessions. And then we're going to be able to get the ball back at half. I don't think they're going to get much of a chance to score here. So let's make sure the defense can hold them. I mean, with 13 seconds? No. I mean, unless we give up like a kickoff return right here, there's no shot that they're going to get another score before half. Now, they may have all 3 timeouts, but again, you got 13 seconds, and they're just going to run the ball. Let's bring them down, and let's go into the locker room and have this 2-possession lead here at half. So with that 21-7 lead here, we're looking pretty damn good. We just need to make sure that we can keep this up in the second half and continue to hold them. And like I said before in the last video, we're going to be either taking on the Niners or the Panthers if we end up winning this game. So let's make sure we finish strong. But legit, the way that we're playing right now is just really, really great. I love that our medium pass is going pretty well. Same with the shorts. But I think we're going to continue to run to the outside. We're going to have to run some clock anyway, so I think that's going to be the best thing. And as much as I'd love to stop their run, even though they've only gone a couple times, I still think that defending the deep pass is going to be pretty smart. I mean, realistically, that's the way that they get back into this game. Again, we have a 2-possession lead with a chance to make it 3. Let's see if we can keep this up. Let's run to the outside here to start, though. Probably not the best idea because we end up losing 2 on that one. They came out with a little more intensity. Let's run to the weak side here. We get that hole to just straight up open up in the middle. And there we go. We break a little bit of a tackle and we get up to a 3rd and 2. So with these 3rd and shorts, you know what we do every single time. We go and we hit Gabriel. Thank you very much for not jumping that route. Oh my goodness, that was a risky play. They knew we were going to do that too, but no. Frank and Gabriel know better than that. Or they don't, and that was just really lucky RNG. I'm going to probably side with the latter. Either way, though, let's keep running to the outside. We'll cut it back up. Big mistake, and we only pick up 2. But come on, we need to pick up a first down. He's knocking on the door of 100, and I think we can do pretty well. Oh no, the game is really lagging on me. Let's hope that Sweat does the right thing. So you guys saw that yourselves. Let me reconnect the controller. I don't know what the hell happened. But either way, we're running to the outside. Let's make sure that we're kind of going that way right now. And we pick up the first. That's beautiful. I don't know what the fuck happened, but great first down. And now you guys see why I'm buying Madden 25 on the Xbox as opposed to the PC. So let's keep running to the outside. It's working. And we get a really great seal out there. Come back. Not quite, but first down. You know, just a couple seasons ago, these San Diego fans didn't think they had anything to cheer for. Look at us now, man. We're dominating in the AFC Championship game. So let's keep that up. Ooh, let's go, baby. Nice little spin off them. And that brings it to a 2nd and 5 on the 7. Let's go 2nd and 5. Let's see if we can score here. Can we get him? Oh, unfortunately, just lofted up a little too much. And that's going to be a 3rd and 5 now. Now, admittedly, probably not the smartest thing to go with. But, hey, you know what? You can't do anything about that now. That's, yeah, again, not the smartest thing to go with. But, hey, we take them down on the 1. It is unfortunate we threw the pick and we didn't get points, but at least we pinned them back. Probably not the silver lining that I'm looking for, but, hey, we'll still take it. Now we just need to make sure that we keep them down. And they're still pinned back pretty deep, though. 2nd and 7, let's get in there, let's disrupt. Come on, guys, get in there. There we go. Myles Garrett looks like he tackled them forward for a couple, though. So we have a chance to get them off the field right here and get pretty good field position. Can we do it? Can we do it? No, we can't. Great catch. Unfortunately for Diggs, and yeah, now we need to be careful. Just blow a golden opportunity right there. Not good for us. Oh no, that was really bad on my part. Really great tackle right there. You guys get to see it in slow motion because, again, what a great game. That's all right. That ain't going to stop me here. We're still going to be able to pick up this stop. They're not even close to midfield yet. Well, kind of. They're 13 yards away. Thank you very much for actually knocking that out. I think that was Chancellor on the pass defense. Granted, we did have a couple guys there to be able to potentially intercept it, but I will take a pass breakup any day of the week. And there we go. That wasn't even me. I can't take credit for that. That's Micah Parsons. That's a CPU sack right there. That's what I'm talking about. But we got the dreaded 3rd and long, and you guys have seen how we've been doing that, not just this game, but all season too. But thank you very much for knocking that out. I was going to say no shot. He's going to complete that. That would have been crazy. I'm not going to lie. But then again, Josh Allen is the cover athlete in this game, so I've seen stranger things, you know what I mean? So thankfully, the interception does not come back to bite us in the ass. That's a really good thing, and unfortunately, that's not a good thing. Bet your ass it was. All right, let's go. There we go. Yes! No! We should have lofted that a little bit more. That could have been a big first down. That is extremely unfortunate. And now we need to find a way to pick up a first down here. And instead, that's going to be an interception. And, yeah, now our home crowd is starting to get a dose of what happened in that first season. That's okay. Still got a healthy 2-possession lead. Now let's get in there and stop them. Thank you very much on that one. Hoskins getting in for a sack. We have not called his name in a while. And it is a really great way to end that 3rd quarter. So we're still up 21-7. Got that 2-possession lead, but we made a couple of mistakes, and now it's time to kind of try to close the door. And that's really going to be up to our defense right here. 8 minutes left in the game. We just need to hold them. Doesn't matter how many mistakes our offense makes. Holy shit. I don't know how Diggs dropped that. That is insane. Not Sure Hands Diggs over there. Sure Hands Stefan? I don't know. No one calls him that. Either way, though, I'm surprised he didn't catch that. But yeah, again, doesn't matter how bad our offense does. If we can keep them out of the end zone, we got this game. So I ended up sending the defense out there. I don't care if they're going to kick the field goal here. I would rather be prepared. Let's go. And I get it, man. You're 4th and long. You don't want to go for it. You're on the edge of like field goal range. You got to try for it. I can't be upset at that. So let's go and continue with the run here. And look at that lane that just opens up. Truck 'em, baby. Stay in bounds. Let's let that clock run a little bit more. I'm glad I've really learned how to stop myself from mispronouncing something before I say it. Baby steps. Let's run up the middle here. Let's see if we can get some good yards. And boy, do we. That's a good 4-yard gain right there. And honestly, I know that's not many, but hey, 2 more of those and we got a first. But let's see if we can just pick it up on this one right here. Oh no, we are definitely not. But we end up picking up 1. That's better than nothing. The good thing, though, is we are in field goal range. And that's a big positive. And that is going to be an RPO out to foot. And that's going to be a first down. We can continue to run a little bit of clock. And especially since we already are in field goal range and ready to push it to a 3-score game, you know, you don't want to really make big mistakes. And that would have been a big one if we threw an interception there. But we ended up losing one on that one, so who knows? Maybe that would have been better. But really, to risk an interception in a game like this at this point with a 2-score lead, stupid. Stupid. So let's run up the middle. We see a nice little hole right there, and we got a 3rd and 4. So I'm really glad if the offense was going to start to put it together, that it was in this game. Again, they really wanted revenge from last season, and they're getting it right here. And Gabriel, that's 2 scores today, man. Who is this man? And who is that man under center? That's not the quarterback we've had all season, but thankfully he decides to show up in the playoffs. He's like Eli Manning. You'll love to see it. And there we go. Now we got a 3-score lead. I guess the difference is Eli Manning actually had a couple of good regular seasons, though. But there we go. 21-point lead. And with it being less than 4 minutes left, bro, I don't want to celebrate too soon, but we're looking pretty damn good here to be able to seal this up. And honestly, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I really feel like college football has helped me out quite a bit with my offensive game because I've not been able to pass before. You guys have seen me. I mean, yes, I always blame a lot on Forbes, but a lot of that really is on me. So again, it's really nice that, you know, the game has kind of upped my performance a little bit. Still going to throw a bunch of picks, don't get me wrong, but better than nothing. Bro, that hit you in the shins. Tuck, like that was right there to be picked off. Right there to be picked off. But that's okay. 3rd and 10 now. Let's get in, let's disrupt. Can we get any pressure whatsoever? No, we can't. But thankfully, he overthrows his receiver. Now it's 4th and 10. And at this point in this game, you do have to go for it. So let's go. Let's get in there. Let's stop them. Let's take our dub. And let's go home. Let's go. Incomplete to Diggs. I have not seen this many drops on all Madden in a long time. And now let's just get a couple first downs. Let's ice this clock. And let's get out of here and go prepare for the Super Bowl. And honestly, I'm starting to eat my words now. Because about halfway through the season, I even said that I don't think this is a squad that could get to the Super Bowl. I thought that we were still about a year or 2 away, but man, they're definitely proving me wrong. The craziest thing is, this is actually shaping up to be one of our best wins of the season, too. That's insane to me. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought he was going to be able... No! Oh, don't jinx this. Come on now. Montez. They're going to go to the booth review, but honestly, to me, it looked like the ball was out. Oh, well, maybe not. Hold on now. Is that 2 now where he fumbled it after making contact with the ground? And Sweat, you are honestly so lucky. So lucky right there. Otherwise, I would have been a little upset. Let's just run this clock out. Why not? We can get one more score. That'd be cool too. But it looks like they're just going to run the rest of the clock out. They're not wasting any timeouts. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the Super Bowl. And congratulations, San Diego, winning the AFC Championship game over the Buffalo Bills, getting revenge for last season, and allowing us to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll see who we have to end up facing, but for now, let's just be happy that we got to this point, and we're going to be representing the AFC now. And man, what a great game all around, minus the 2 interceptions by Forbes, but still, he kind of outplayed Josh Allen here. 2 tutties, 2 interceptions, 147 versus Josh Allen's 137, and 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Now, it was all the ground game for us, man, honestly. Montez Sweat, 189, 2 touchdowns. If they would have leaned on Cook a little bit more earlier in the game, I think they would have had a better game because he was averaging 10.7. But 4 for 43, Wiggins got out there 2 for 6, and then, of course, Mayberry had -1. Not something we expect to see from him, but again, he's been tired all season because he ran an absolute ton. Now, in terms of receiving, Gabriel, again, our biggest receiver, 5 for 57 with 2 touchdowns. Foot, 3 for 42, picked up a couple of crucial first downs. Mayberry had 1 for 22. Gary, 1 for 19, and of course, Sweat on that one screen for 7. Now, for them, we held all of them in check for the most part. Diggs had a couple drops, same with Davis. Even though it only says 1, I think he had a couple. Either way, 3 for 35 with a touchdown. Gabe, 3 for 58. Kincaid, 2 for 22. And Shakir, 1 for 22. Again, we really held them in check. Now, defensively for us, though, Donovan Sims, 6 solo tackles and an interception. Definitely the best player on our defense today. Granted, we did have 4 TFLs as well as 4 sacks. Hoskins, Parsons, Bosa, and Garrett each getting in there. But again, Sims with that 1 interception early, that really gave us the momentum and allowed us to go out there and have the confidence to pick up the dub. And honestly, aside from our improved play, I guess, on offense, you also got to give a lot of credit to Aaron Donald because he has definitely rejuvenated this locker room to be able to get up to the Super Bowl. And honestly, this man definitely deserves it. He has been like the cornerstone of our defense this entire series, and he has had a fantastic career and definitely deserves to end it with a Super Bowl victory right here. So, thankfully because of him, our morale goes up plus 15. That is huge. That will allow us to have a nice little boost going into the next game, and hopefully that will allow us to pick up a victory against the San Francisco 49ers. Go figure. They ended up taking out the Panthers 35-17. And honestly, San Francisco's been dominating on offense this entire postseason. So, we really need to come out with the defense that we came out with today and make sure that we can hold San Francisco to about 14 points or less. If that's the case, I think our offense is more than capable of scoring at least 21 to be able to pick up the victory. But time will tell. It's going to be a little difficult, I'm not going to lie. But of course, this week is the Pro Bowl. Definitely want to see the rosters because why not? Definitely don't think that we're going to see anyone from our team on here because unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to see it, we're all going to be getting ready for the Super Bowl. So a lot of guys that definitely deserve to be up here, let's be honest. But again, no one from our team because we're busy preparing. So let's make sure that we go into this next week. We'll get prepared. We'll look at all the stats. We'll know who we need to really look out for when we take on the Niners next week in the Super Bowl. And let's hope that we can end this franchise on a really, really high note. It's going to be tough because that San Francisco team is a 93 overall. The first time this season that we faced a team with a higher overall. McCaffrey is going to be almost impossible to contain, but if we can get Sweat and Mayberry at 100% health and extremely rested, I think that we have a chance here. It's going to be a double-headed attack in the backfield, and now that Forbes has learned how to pass and knows that he can trust Gabriel on the outs and everything, then I think we're going to have a good chance of being able to take this. So let's make sure that we can end this franchise on a good note. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.